Well, Craig, defeat here against Hebburn. What are your thoughts on that performance?
Terrible. It's the only way to sum it up. Even when we took the goal, even when we went ahead, we still weren't great. Couldn't defend right, couldn't do the basics, couldn't work hard. We were calamity all over the park. Couldn't string a 5-yard pass. We didn't want to work for his teammates today. It's the worst since I've been at the club. It's the worst performance one of my sides has ever put in. It's just from start to finish. We got nothing right from start to finish. And fair play to Hebburn. They came and they had a game plan and executed it well. And if I'm bluntly honest, if I'm their manager, I'm thinking, I think 4-2 probably is probably unkind on them. Really, it could have been 5 or 6 the way we defended and gave goals away. And I mean gave goals away, not. It's a pure Christmas gift that we've done today for these.
Why do you think that was? Why do you think we've given these goals away?
I think we've just got to. You can accept individual errors, but I think when it comes from 4 or 5, and then, it keeps happening. As a group, they've got to stand up with it for themselves. They've got to be able to deal with it and man up and put things right. And we just didn't do that today. And like I said, it's a tough one this today because we just haven't. I can accept losing and us giving a good account of ourselves, but when you lose and you don't give account of self, that today is just not as any identity or any reference on how we've played. From game 1 to where we are today, it's like a completely different side. So it's only us that can put it right, and it's a tough one to take. But we've just got to try and move on quickly.
Do you think this quick nature of the first half, the goals coming back and forth, do you think that affected us in the second half at all?
No, I think obviously the second half, the killer goal came obviously from obviously straight away from them. We felt that if we could, a goal in the second half, if we could come out and get the early goal or get an early, it could lift us because we needed something to lift us. But we didn't get it. They did, and in all honesty, at that point, I think the game was probably dead and buried because we just didn't have the urgency to want to get back into the game. We didn't have the urgency to want to get on the ball. We didn't want the urgency to pull my teammate and get him out of trouble or throw his bodies online in defence, in defensive side of things, or in our 18-yard box or their 18-yard box. And when you add all that together, it's an impossible task.
You made a change to midfield at the half-time. Do you feel like that was necessary?
We just wanted to put some more pressure on their 2 sitters really in there. So that's the reason for the change. If I could have made 11 changes at half time, I would have made 11. We just tried to make a change that we thought could give us a little bit of, try and stop what they were trying to do with us. Is obviously playing behind, obviously our back 4 pretty quick to try and put pressure to stop them doing that at source. But I can't really say it actually worked because it didn't. But like I said, it's not the selection, it's not the changes. It's a mentality thing today, and we've let ourselves down badly as a group. But football's got a quick turnaround. Tuesday's going to come pretty quick, and we've got to. I think you look at the fans there clapping us off behind the goal there. We've got to turn up Tuesday and give them something back because, like I said, today just wasn't acceptable.
Yeah, you mentioned Tuesday. How important is it now that we sort of collect ourselves and bounce back again against Morpeth?
Yeah, it's every point. Every point's vital in this league. We won't make no bones about it. We want to win things. We want to be in the mix. We want to be in contention to give us a chance to play in big games and get promotion. And we've got to do it. We've got to do it right. And we've got to get back to basics from a defensive point of view because we are conceding too many goals. And we've got to get back to basics as a team because you look at last week again from Ashton's point of view. You've got 11 players running through big walls for each other, throwing the bodies on the line. To here today is that, a mentality thing of, it's all right, we're at home, we'll win. You've got to do the basics to put yourself, and you've got to have that will to win. So I think all of that we've got to put into starting point, put that into Tuesday, and ensure that we come off here with points in the bag.
Cheers, guys.